Like I try to match the cover. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? It's Angela's Literary Cafe. And yes, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. Yahrah St. John is back at the cafe. Y'all already know. Yes, I'm fangirling. Y'all already know I love me some Yahrah St. John. And guys, she is hanging out with us with her latest release. Can you see that? Her Secret Billionaire. I have it in Kindle. And yes, I also have the Mills and Boons copy as well with Yahrah St. John. And this one is actually a 2-in-1 with her and Miss Brenda Jackson as well. Yahrah, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging with the cafe and talking about, because this is a new series for you,
Yes.
the 6 Gem series, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna get her to spill a little bit of tea as well. So Yahrah, please introduce yourself to the people, my friend.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yahrah St. John. I'm author of 45 books with Harlequin Desire and a couple of iterations when it was BET and Arabesque. And I have a new series, 6 Gems. Her Secret Billionaire is the second book in the series. And I'm excited today to be here to talk about the book and answer any burning questions you have about her secret billionaire or her best friend's brothers.
I love that. I love that. And guys, of course, if you haven't done so already, you already know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we're hanging out with Yahrah St. John on today. I hadn't done it in a while. Y'all know when I'm excited, I sing, and Yahrah brought that out of me on today as well. Now, Yahrah, okay, you just shared with the people that this is a new series. This is actually her Secret Billionaire is actually the second book in the series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And it looks like Yahrah is going to show y'all what book one. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Her best friend's brother. That is book one, guys, and it is available. Okay, so you can go ahead and get that too. But Yahrah, can you spill a little bit of tea with us and share first off what inspired the 6 Gems series?
What inspired the series was a best friends trip that we took in 2021 to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Me and my girls, it was COVID and not a whole lot to do. So we thought, how about going away to a cabin and we can chill, have wine, play cards and spades and cook and just have a generally good time. And so we rented a cabin high up in the mountains. And while we were there, I was thinking, I'm like, wow, there's 5 of us. A few people couldn't make it. But I was like, man, wouldn't it be nice if I wrote a series about 6 girlfriends who, love to go on vacations together and they're a sisterhood. And it just reminded me so much of me and my friends that I thought, wouldn't it be great to write a story that could duplicate that?
I love that. I love that. And they are coming on in. Let's see. Veronica says she loved the first story. Oh my goodness, Yahrah. We got Tiffany of Tips Happy Place hanging out with us. She says good evening as well. Let's see. We have Myra Cook that is hanging out with us today as well. And Yahrah, somebody even talked about the playlist. Veronica says she loved the playlist for the stories. Y'all know Yahrah be having some nice playlists as well.
I
I
am
love that.
totally into neo soul and like R&B. That's
Yes.
just my jam. I'm kind of an old soul like that. So if you go on my website on yahrahstjohn.com, if you click on the book, there's a playlist for each book. So you'll have one for her best friend's brother, for her secret billionaire, and soon the next book coming out in September. So.
I love that. I love that. So for all of you guys who love a good book playlist, and go over to Yahrah St. John's website. You can check out the playlist for both books in the series as well. And of course, we'll be sure to put Yahrah's information in the comment section so you'll have that information as well. Now, Yahrah, both books, and you showed us her best friend's brother. You showed us what that cover looks like, and now we're looking at the cover for her Secret Billionaire. Tell us about these covers. I love them.
Yeah, I loved both covers, honestly. I had a lot of input. They would send me, models that I could choose from. And it was really important that in the first book that the character had natural hair. So that was really important. So, and I love they kind of did, the story takes place in Denver. There's a good part of the story is in Denver, when they're in in a cabin, also, getting all cozy and lovey-dovey. So definitely wanted that. And for her Secret Billionaire, I wanted a plus size model. I said, it has to be, that is the character of Egypt. She's a full figured gal. And I knew that, it had to be someone, really sexy. And I wanted the guy to have kind of a little beard thing going on. So yeah.
I love that. He got the beardage going. I love it. I love it. I love it. And for the title, Her Secret Billionaire, was that your initial working title, my friend? Or no, that title kind of came?
We kind of came to because I was trying to do something with like secrets and then they were like, well, how about Her Secret Billionaire? So
yeah.
but her best friend's brother was my title.
I love that. I love that. Now, Yahrah, okay. I'm getting excited. Okay. So first of all, can you share with us a little bit about these gems? Okay. These best friends. Oh my goodness. Tell us a little bit. Look, do they happen to be like you and your best friends or?
There might be a little bit of each in some of the best friends. There's Winter. She's the travel blogger. And if you follow me on social media, I'm a huge travel blogger. So maybe here's me a little bit. She's the travel blogger who falls for her best friend's brother. Then Egypt's a restaurateur. My husband, is an ex-chef. So that just kind of came naturally. We've got Asia, who's a jewelry designer. And I know someone who's and makes beautiful jewelry. So that came naturally. Shay owns a yoga studio. And I happened to take a couple of classes yoga with a good friend of mine. So that's how that idea came about. And then we have the other two, which is Lyric is a ballet. She runs her own ballet studio. Her book will be coming soon, as well as Tegan, who's a real estate broker. And I'm also a real estate agent in my day life.
I love that. Oh my goodness, guys. First of all, y'all see, I have not stopped smiling because I'm hanging out with Yahrah St. John. Okay, yes, I am fangirling, all right? But we are hanging out with Yahrah St. John on today. Her latest release, Her Secret Billionaire, is available now. We will definitely be sharing how you can get your hands on a copy of this amazing, amazing story as well. Now, okay, Yahrah, I'm going to need you to spill a little bit of tea.
Tell me.
Yahrah, this is an amnesia story. Oh my goodness. Okay. Different. Love it. Where did that come from?
So I was watching Sweet Magnolias. If anybody, I don't know if you guys love that series on Netflix, but that's kind of what started it. And I was like, the character, I forget, it's the full-figured restaurateur. So I could have also kind of come up with that from there. But I was watching that and I was like, ooh, she started dating a guy who was kind of running a garden farm sort of situation. So I was like, I think my character should fall for a guy who owns his own farm. And then the amnesia story just came about, like, how could I make this really rich guy kind of just be average? I just wanted him kind of be an average Joe that she could fall in love with, not knowing who he truly is. So that's kind of where the story came from. Oh, Sharon, I'm glad you liked it.
Well, I loved it. And Sharon said the same thing. It was different, but loved it. Yes, I love that. I love that. I love that. Now, Yahrah, when you think about, I got to ask you this. We got to talk characters a little bit. Now, share with us, okay? Share with us a little bit about this. Now, because this is a new series, and of course it's book 2, but what came first for this one, for Her Secret Billionaire? Was it the characters or was it the plot?
Definitely knew I wanted Egypt to be book 2. If you read her best friend's brother, she was so prominent and kind of outspoken, and she was kind of the gem that Winter went to for advice. So I definitely knew that Egypt was going to be the special, the heroine. Then it was more of the plot. Garrett's name or anything about Garrett didn't really come to me. I just knew, oh, it's going to be the plot. He's going to own a farm and he's going to get amnesia and, not want to go back to his family. And so, yeah, that's where the idea came from.
I love that. I love that. And speaking of Egypt, gosh, she shared a little bit about winter. But speaking of Egypt, if you had to describe her for us in 5 words or more, how many ever you need, how would
Okay.
you describe Egypt Cox to us?
She's bold, beautiful, full figured,
Yeah.
spoken, kind of a take no prisoners kind of girl. And I love
Mhm.
that because I definitely see aspects of Egypt in myself because
Mhm.
I tell it like I see it. And that's very much what Egypt does. She tells it like she sees it. From
Mhm.
even
Mhm.
when Asia, one of the other gems, shows up in the book, she kind of is like, hey, you got to get your stuff together if you want to own your own jewelry store. So yeah, I really, really loved and enjoyed writing her character.
I love that. Now, okay, for the foodies out there, oh my goodness, how did you come up with, some of the recipes that they talked about or all that? How did that come about? Is that your love for food or all of that through your travels? What was that like of coming up with those things for the restaurant?
It's interesting that you should mention that because I think it's a mix of all of it. I was a foodie before I met my husband, so I was just kind of researching some recipes online, like some soul food, really
Uh-huh.
interesting soul food recipes. And then I would touch base with my husband, being an ex chef and everything, like, hey, what do you think about this recipe? And
Yeah.
we try it out. So yeah, if you follow me on my newsletter, and you can do that by going to my website. I will
Yes.
be sharing a recipe in July's newsletter with one of the recipes in the book.
I love that. I love that. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with Yahrah St. John, guys. Her latest release, her Secret Billionaire, it is available now. Yahrah is spilling a little bit of tea about this amazing, amazing series. Again, you can still get her best friend's brother. Now, okay, Yahrah, for some people, which of course we want them to read all the books in the series, but if they just stumbled upon her Secret Billionaire, will they feel lost or can they go ahead and read it and then go back, or what's your suggestions with that?
I definitely think it is a standalone, but there might be some little small comments made about how Egypt got her money. It was an inheritance. And so
Yeah.
you know, how did she get the inheritance? Well, that happens in book 1. So
Okay.
there's something like that and you might, oh, Winter's engaged, her best friend. So you might like, well, when did she get engaged? So yeah. So you definitely might want to consider picking up her best friend's brother, because then you'll get the backstory to what's going on.
Yeah.
But you could definitely read it as a standalone because I mean it focuses primarily on Egypt and Garrett's story, but there are moments that the gems pop in. You might be like, what happened? How did she get that money to open her own restaurant?
Right.
So that those two are probably the two key elements that might come up when you're reading the book.
I love that. I love that. And Yahrah, this was a great question as well. Veronica wanted to know, when writing a series, how do you keep things fresh for both your readers and yourself? That's a great question.
It really is, because I definitely find sometimes as a series goes on, it starts to be like, okay, how do you keeping track of the characters? Where are they at in their, how did I leave them in their story? What's their age? What's the
Yes.
time of year? And of course now I've got some pregnancy, I've got a pregnancy, follow that. When is she having the baby? So I do find you have to I keep a spreadsheet with all the information, all
Okay.
the character names, and just kind of, that's just more of a logistical. But story wise, each story is completely different. And so it really is based on the character and how they speak to me, and sometimes their career also plays a role. Like,
Yeah.
the next book, the next couple of books that'll come up, their career kind of plays a role in how the stories will progress. So that usually helps a lot. whether they're jewelry owner or restaurant owner, that usually will play a role in each book.
I love that. And Yara, speaking of careers, because even when you gave us like the career layout of the gyms or what have you, I mean, you have a wide range in the spectrum of things that people can do. And I love the creativeness of it as well. But for you, how do you come up with that? Like to say, okay, my hero is going to do this, and my heroine is going to do this, and yeah, how do those things come up? Do you have like a list of careers, and how do you merge them together?
Funny that you should say that. If I hear of a good career, I keep it in the notes in my phone. Oh, there it is.
Oh, see, Yahrah is spilling some tea.
I'll keep interesting ideas about careers. I have a running character name list of tons of different unusual names. If I hear someone's name and I was like, Atlas, okay, that sounds cool. Or if I hear a different name, I put it in my character. I put it in my notes in my phone so I can come back to it and say, hey, maybe I can, include that. Maybe they're not a hero or heroine, but they could be a secondary character that is really, awesome and exciting.
Wow, that is super cool. And Veronica telling the people, okay, she said, read both, you won't be disappointed. And y'all already, let me just tell you, yes, once you get hooked on Yahrah St. John, y'all, and it's a series, okay, yep, like Veronica said, read both, okay, you will not be disappointed. I love that.
I'm trying to love my character name, all my character names.
Wow. And so you just keep a running tally, like when you find something, you just add it to the list.
Yeah, I just keep a running list of names.
Wow.
So I can just
love that. Yahrah is spilling the tea. She even showed y'all the proof of where she keeps the names of all these amazing characters that she have. So you never know. And look, hey Yahrah, hey guys, if you're out and about and you hear an interesting name, you might want to, DM Yahrah, say hi, Yahrah. This is a super cool name. I love that. I want
it to be interesting and kind of not the same name you would kind of hear every day. So I do like to, if I come up with something unique. The secondary characters, they might have a kind of a name you've heard before, but usually for my hero and heroine, I try to make them something unique.
I love that. And Yahrah, we cannot leave off. And I just went blank. What's the hero's name? Oh my goodness.
Garrett.
Yes, Garrett. Tell us a little bit about Garrett's character. And guys, as I said, he gets amnesia, but how would you describe him? And you can describe either one, like pre-amnesia, after amnesia, however you want to describe him.
Yeah, that he was strong-minded. He oh God, now I'm having a brain.
We both had a brain freeze.
I'm having a brain freeze. Family oriented, obviously good looking. And when I can pull up my phone, I'm going to show you some of my character inspiration for Garrett, because I always keep character inspiration for each character.
Yeah.
So there's this really good looking guy that was my inspiration. And so I always keep an album.
I would say that's a good, yeah,
they did good. So I usually send the publisher some pictures and images of what I want the character to look like. And so they were kind of spot on with him.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Brother, it's too often, you don't see enough of that on cover. So I wanted Chocolate Brother, Full Figure Sister. Yeah, I was like, let's do it.
Jennifer said, yes, Lord.
And one of the other things is a reader told me, they were like, oh, you never have an average Joe. That was the other reason I decided to make Garrett, even though he was wealthy and it turned out he had amnesia and everything. I wanted to kind of make him an average, kind of guy who just owns a farm, because a reader said, oh, you write a lot of really wealthy guys. So I was like, that's true. And that's kind of like the formula a little bit behind, some of the Desire stories. So I'm excited, that the next line I'll be writing with for them, I'll get to branch out a little bit. So
Nice. That is super cool. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with Yahrah St. John on today, guys. She's spilling a little bit of tea about her latest release, her Secret Billionaire as well. And guys, it is an amnesia story that you will not forget. Okay. Y'all see the play on words? I love that. I love that. Now, Yahrah, because guys, if you're on the edge of your seat, she is going to give us a little bit of snippet. But before she does that, Yahrah, can you tell us, when you think about the characters who make up her Secret Billionaire, is there a character, and it could be more than one, that was the most interesting or fun for you to write? And then is there a character that at moments in this book gave you pause, that you kind of had to think about it a little bit?
I really wanted to think about like his parents and how they would feel finding out about that their son is still alive and how they felt in that moment. Um,
Yeah.
so and if you, I always tend to write a lot of family drama in my stories. So you notice there's that family drama element similar to my Lockett and Stewart era series. But yeah, I like that thread. So it was interesting just kind of writing their characters and how they would feel. But of course, they, had this ideal of who Garrett was to them, and people change as life goes on. And so he's not exactly who they wanted him to be. He changed, and I loved that. It was a kind of almost a coming of age in a way story for him.
I love that. And Louise Brown said that she's loving your characters, and you got some Amnesia fans out there. Caitlin said that she loves a Amnesia story as well. We have some others that said that they enjoy a Amnesia story as well. And for me, it's like you don't see it a lot, but it's always sometimes it's always good to see one. And so you did a great job. So thank you for bringing us an Amnesia story and giving us an average Joe who, on the flip side, he's really a billionaire, but you did give us some. Yeah, I love that. Well, guys, the moment you've been waiting for, one of the moments you've been waiting for, Yahrah St. John is going to give us just a little snippet. I'm going to let her set up the scene, and then she's going to take it away and share a little bit of her Secret Billionaire.
Yes. Let's see. Going to see where I'm on. Hold on. I gotta think about where I left off. Okay. I had it, and now. Okay, just give me 1 second.
Look, we're so excited. And Tiffany says snippet times, and she gives a little heart face. I know, right? So y'all get a little bit of her Secret Billionaire. And while Yahrah is looking for the portion that she's going to read to us, of course, she is hanging out with us today. Her latest release is Her Secret Billionaire. This is the 6 Gems series as well. And she has shared that there are more books coming in this amazing series as well. And we're ready when you are, Yahrah.
All right. So I'm going to, this is where Egypt has she's been going to see Garrett in the hospital since he had amnesia and was carjacked in her restaurant behind her restaurant. So she was going to see him, and then she realized, I need to really get focused back on my restaurant. She's talking to her best friend, Winter, asking, and she's saying, hey, I'm giving Garrett a break. I'm not going to go visit him. So this is where we pick up. And so she said, look what it did to me when he was unconscious and I was being a good Samaritan. What on earth would I do with him when he's conscious? This is what she's saying to her best friend, Winter. Why don't you find out? A deep voice said from behind her. Slowly, she turned around and looked up into Garrett's face, his dark gaze reaching into her and holding her still. So still, the phone slipped from Egypt's fingers onto the floor. She drank Garrett in. He was in a leather bomber jacket, dark wash jeans, a black V-neck shirt, and what appeared to be work boots. She noticed he hadn't shaved or sported a sexy 5 o'clock shadow, which extended his thick lips. Lord help her. Egypt wanted to groan out loud, but she could still hear Winter's voice. Hello, hello. Startled out of her simmering stare, Egypt reached down and picked up her phone. Hey, I'm here. Are you okay? Winter asked. I heard a thud. That's because I dropped the phone when Garrett walked in. Heat shivered up her spine and blood surged through her veins and made her knees feel weak. Garrett is there at your restaurant? Oh my goodness. In the flesh, Egypt responded. She didn't take her eyes off of him, not even as he steadily approached her. He reached for the phone. Say goodbye. Damn, she loved it when a man took charge. Listen, Winter, I'm going to have to call you back. Please do. I want all the details. Egypt clicked to end the call, but rather than take a step back out of his dangerous orbit, she found herself moving closer to him. You're out of the hospital, she stated the obvious. He smiled, showing off those magnificent teeth she liked so much. I had to get well quickly so I could come here and figure out why you haven't been by the hospital to visit me. Kent, the foreman of my grandfather's farm, picked me up and is outside waiting. What happened, Egypt? I woke up and suddenly you're no longer interested? There was a hint of bitterness in his voice. She swallowed and looked down, but Garrett used his index finger to tip her chin up. Well? Her heart skipped a beat, but she responded, I've been busy. There's a lot to keep track of when you're owner, manager, and head chef all rolled into one. His jaw tightened. That's not the reason. What is? You're scared of this, Garrett said, pointing back and forth between them. But I'm not. I've had nothing but a week to think about what I would do to you when I got released. Now Egypt was afraid, but not for her safety. She was afraid of the intense attraction she felt for this man, who was a stranger to her, but whom she couldn't stop thinking about or dreaming of, even though she tried desperately. She knew she was goading him when she asked, and what might that be? She was tired of pretending, tired of waiting for the inevitable. Tension was a tight coil inside Egypt's belly as she waited for Garrett's mouth to touch hers. She told herself a kiss would be like all the others. But when his mouth finally slanted across hers, it was a shock to her system. His lips claimed hers thoroughly, an sensual exploration that intended to stir her awake, and he succeeded. A tingle shot through her, straight to her belly, and she kissed him back hungrily as she went up in a blaze of passion.
Woo, child. That's all I'm going to say. Woo, child. Okay, look, that's some kiss. I love it. Oh, my goodness. Look. Myra said, I'm getting this book tonight. Oh, yes. I can't wait to read it. Go ahead, Myra. Look, they are in the chat. I'm gonna tell you. Oh my goodness, guys, that was a little snippet. Okay, she spilled some tea. All right, her Secret Billionaire, and guys, we will definitely be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of this amazing stories and all the formats that you can get it in as well. Now, Yahrah, of course, you know we have to do a little short round of this or that, my friend. Are you ready? Because there's no right or wrong answer. It's all things according to you.
Go, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Okay, let's start with tropes a little bit. Friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Enemies to lovers.
Okay. Secret baby or sibling's best friend?
Well, sibling's best friend because I went for her best friend's brother.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Yahrah, glass half full or glass half empty?
I'm a glass half empty, I'm afraid. It's a little bit of a pessimist.
Okay. Okay, Yahrah, we going on a trip.
All right.
Road trip or airplane ride?
Airplane ride all the way, baby. You ain't giving me on no plane. I get car sick. I mean, in a car, I get car sick.
I love it. Okay. Now, Yahrah, of course, we know you've been here at the cafe, but for those who may not know, are you team tea, team coffee, or team something stronger?
I am team coffee all the way. I've been drinking coffee.
Team coffee.
I've been drinking coffee since I was like 9 years old.
I love it. I love it. There you have it, boys and girls. Yahrah St. John shared a little bit of her this or that with us on today. And of course, there is a giveaway. I'm going to allow Yahrah St. John to share with you what her amazing giveaway is going to be on today.
I am going to give away a copy of the print version. It has Brenda, the incomparable Brenda Jackson's cover on the front, but my story is page 223, her Secret Billionaire. So I'm giving away a copy of the book, autographed copy, and a $10 Amazon gift card as well.
Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, so you get the 2-in-1 that also includes Yahrah St. John's book, Her Secret Billionaire, as well as Brenda Jackson's book as well. So you get a lovely 2-in-1, and you get an Amazon gift card as well. Wow. Oh my goodness. So Yahrah, so see, you're gonna be the one responsible for this, okay? Because I'm just going up and down the comment section. You, my friend, are gonna tell me when to stop, and that person will be the winner of this amazing, amazing giveaway. Okay, I am ready when you are, Yahrah.
Go.
Did you tell me to stop, or
yes, go ahead?
You didn't tell me to stop, did you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, wait, stop. Wait, hold on.
Oh, you're
which one? Am I stopping or am I going?
I thought you were going to say them out loud, but I will keep going.
So I just need, look, y'all, I just need you to tell me to stop. Because when you say go ahead, I'm still going.
All right, stop.
That was funny. Okay, so Yahrah, tell me when to stop. I'm getting ready to start. Okay, hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm moving. Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
That was too funny. Okay, stop. Let's see. Sharon Blunt, you are the winner, my friend, of a copy of a 2-in-1 that is so amazing with Yahrah's book in it, Her Secret Billionaire, and Miss Brenda Jackson, as well as the winner of an Amazon gift card. If you will inbox me your information, I'll be sure to get that over to Yahrah as well. Guys, it has been amazing hanging out with Yahrah St. John on today. And guys, let's talk about that reading that she did for us as well. And she spilled a little bit of tea for that as well. Yahrah, please share with us, how can they get their hands on a copy of this amazing story in all the formats so they can get it in as well?
Of course. So you can get the print version, the mass market copy that you can find at your, local Walmart and such. You can get this. And then of course, if you just want my just my book, because this is a 2-in-1. If you just want my book, like Angela's holding up, that's an ebook format. So you can get it in an ebook format as well.
And this is the Mills and Boons. Is that available for people as well? Or
to go into on the Canada site, it is if you want just my cover, but it's still a 2-in-1 with Brenda's book as mine. It just has my book on the cover. So the Mills and Boon version does have.
I love that. So there you have it, guys. It's available in several different formats. It's available as a 2-in-1. It's available with Yahrah's book by itself. It's available in ebook as well. We will definitely be putting in the comment section that as well. And Yahrah, please share with us, how can they stay connected with you, my friend?
They can stay connected with me on Yahrah St. John. You can sign up for my newsletter. I do a monthly newsletter out to all my readers, keeping them in the loop on everything that's going on in the world of Yahrah St. John. You can follow me on all my social media channels. I kind of stick to my lane, and I'm pretty much a Facebook, Insta kind of girl, but you can usually find me there. I try to respond to everyone, usually within 24 hours. But there were a couple comments that I just want to respond to. I am writing for a new line for Harlequin called Afterglow Books, and I will be writing for them starting in February. That will be Shay's book, Frenemy Fix Up, which is also on sale on Amazon right now for pre-order. And yes, that book will be a steamier element. It will also be a much longer story than you're used to reading from me. And yes, I can write more of an average Joe, and he doesn't have to be wealthy.
I love that. So, guys, talk about spilling the tea. She shared with you that she'll be writing for a new line with Harlequin. So that is always amazing. So we're getting more Yahrah St. John stories as well. So thank you, Yahrah, for answering those questions for them. And of course, guys, if you follow her on social media, if you go to her website, sign up for her newsletter, of course, you would definitely be in the know of when these books are getting ready to drop, all of that good stuff as well. And Yahrah, can you provide them with your website information as well?
Of course. My website is yahrahstjohn.com. That's YAHRAHSTJOHN.com.
I love that. I love that. So, guys, you can go to her website, you can sign up for her newsletter, all of that good stuff, and you can follow her on a social media as well. So definitely stay connected with her. And look, they are just loving it. Tisha is saying that she's looking forward to reading more on the 6 gems. And Caitlin, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just had one more to say. The next 6 gems book, the third book in the series, does come out in September. It's called September 26th. It's called Her One Night Consequence. That will be Asia's story. So September 26th.
I love it.
For pre-order on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all the fun places.
I love that. And guys, keep that title, Her One Night Consequence. Let me just tell you, y'all already know, Consequence of Passion. Y'all already know I had the longest book hangover of that book of Yahrah. So go ahead and get this new book that she got coming out that also has the word consequence in there. So I'm already interested and ready to read it. And look, and Caitlin says she already bought this book and it's her book to read for tonight. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yahrah, thank you so much. It is always a joy to have you to hang out with us at the cafe. Oh my goodness, guys.
Thank you so much for having
me. You are so welcome, guys. It is available. It is live and in color. It's available in ebook. It's available in print. Whatever suits your fancy, go out and get it. And of course, when you're done, make sure you leave a review. I know that Yahrah would be so appreciative of that as well. Not only that, tell a friend to tell a friend that this amazing story is out there as well. If you see it in a while, take a picture of it. If you have it, take a picture of it. Tag Yahrah as well. That's always exciting to see all the different places that their books can be as well. And Yahrah, I want to allow you to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
I just want to thank all the readers for supporting me. I've been writing for almost 20 years. It's a little bit, it's my love and my passion. So I do it, when time permits, but I absolutely enjoy what I do. I hope you've enjoyed the stories that I've brought, to you, from the Lockets to the Stewarts to the Orphan series, my Draysons. I've done so many books over the 45 books that I've written. There's more great series to come. I hope you enjoy 6 gems, and just thank you so much. I couldn't do what I do without fans like you.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. And again, Yahrah, thank you so much for hanging out with us here at the cafe and coming and sharing a little bit about your new release, Her Secret Billionaire. Guys, that is our show on today. It has been amazing hanging out with the one and only Yahrah St. John. Letitia says, thank you for writing, Yahrah. Your stories are hot and bring a smile to my face. I love that. I love that, Letitia. Yes, as well. Guys, we want for you guys to have a great night on today. Again, thank you for joining us. Make sure that you follow Yahrah St. John as well. Make sure you get your copy of her latest release, Her Secret Billionaire. And of course, guys, as we always say, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Get you a copy.